right, right here you get a twofer right here. First trade we're going to discuss is between the Sacramento Kings and the Memphis Grizzlies. As you can see here, Sacramento will acquire Ben McLemore, who they actually drafted, and they would get Deontay Davis and 1.5 million in cash. It has been said that Sacramento might waive Deontay Davis, and the 1.5 million is exactly the same number. Is the same. It matches Deontay Davis's contract. So if they waive Davis, then at 1.5 million covers that, and I guess that's suggested by the Memphis Grizzlies. And the Memphis will acquire Garrett Temple. I guess the winner of this trade will probably be Sacramento. They get they get flexibility. They get two young guys who, of course, they already know Ben McLemore, what he can do. And Deontay Davis, pretty much whatever they're going to do with him, it's always a good acquisition. They get younger. Garrett Temple, I think he matches that style in Memphis. He's a veteran, and they need veteran leadership over there. Hell, they got a lot of it. And he also is on an expiring contract. So, even if they don't have plans for Garrett Temple, he coming off the books after this year. Now, of course, y'all know I live in San Antonio. The huge news, and this broke right around 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. The Spurs and the Raptors. The Spurs will get DeMar DeRozan, Jacob Poeltl or Podol, depending on how you pronounce it, and a protected 2019 first-round pick. It is protected between 1 and 20. Now, if the Spurs don't get it next year in 2020, it would turn into 2 seconds. So, I don't know if that includes the first and 2 seconds, but after in 2020, throw in 2 seconds. All right, so the Raptors would get Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard. Now you ask yourself, who won this trade? I will say the Raptors win and the Spurs win. Well, of course, I can say that because I can just explain it any kind of way. If you're a Spurs fan, of course, Kawhi wanted out. So, you wasn't going to trade him within your conference. So, in Boston, they're getting kind of stingy with their players, as they should, because I would too. You asking me to give up Jason Tatum and Terry Rozier? Not reportedly. I don't know what they were giving up, but I'm just saying, things that don't make sense. You asking me to give up Jason Tatum and Terry Rozier, and plus with the money that Kawhi makes, $20 million, like the good players for Boston don't make enough money for that to work anyway. So you will have to throw in a guy that makes a lot of money to make that work, which would be it'd be overkill at the time. You know what I'm saying? So Boston wasn't going to work. Lakers wasn't going to work because obviously they're in the same conference, and Pop is not going to trade, or it's not really Pop, it's R.C. Buford. R.C. Buford is not going to trade within this conference. So, Toronto, and I think, well, let me start with the Spurs. You get rid of Danny Green too. I think that's the underlying thing about this. Spurs, and I'm talking to a lot of Spurs fans, and they cannot stand Danny Green. After that finals performance that he did, just fell off the face of the earth. He got his money and just started relaxing. So to get rid of Danny Green, who was already on an expiring contract anyway, just to throw him in a deal like this, I think that is extra. It's extra good for the Spurs. You get DeMar DeRozan, you get 3 years of control, you get Jacob Poeltl, which also makes Pau Gasol expendable. Poeltl can do exactly what Pau Gasol can do. Pau Gasol is a better passer, but you get Poeltl, to me, is a Spurs kind of player. He's hard-nosed, he can defend, he can rebound good enough. And now they can just go to Pau Gasol like, you know what, man, we don't need you now. You know what I'm saying? And Gasol makes a shitload of money too. And, of course, you can do a lot with the draft picks because the Spurs don't pick high anyway. So, from the Raptors' perspective, you come off that big-ass DeMar DeRozan contract. Now, Poeltl is a good player. You give up Purdy, but you had to throw in something. You know what I'm saying? You get Danny Green. You know, if you're a Raptors fan, worst case scenario is you have $30 million off the books after next year. Or how about this? Raptors fans, come a little closer. Yes, you got rid of DeRozan. I know it sucks. I know it does. But now the Lakers are looking at you for a trade for Kawhi. Because Kawhi doesn't want to play there. Trade deadline. Would you rather have Kuzma on your team? Lonzo Ball on your team? Ingram on your team? I mean, I know you'd rather have Kawhi. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But think about that. Now the Lakers are going to be calling you. And now you will have all the keys. Okay, you want Kawhi? Well, give me this, this, and this. Now the Lakers are going to be calling you, and guess who's going to be much, much, much more willing to trade, you know? Now y'all cross conference. Think about that. And I feel like, you know, y'all, the bench in Toronto is great enough. And I think that's another good thing in this trade. You do not give up you don't give up your bench pieces. You only give up Pirtle. You know, he was a bench sitter. I hope y'all keep Nogueira. I like Nogueira. But now y'all have Kawhi. I mean, you can flip Danny Green too, because Danny Green has an expiring contract. You can flip Danny Green for something. I would keep Danny Green, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, Kawhi Leonard. Now you can say, hey, give me Kuzma. You might not be asking for much now, because you know he's not coming back. So now, you know, with the money coming off anyway, you might as well get guys that you have control of. So it's like, you know what? You only want to give up Ingram and a first round pick? Hey, we'll take it. I'll take it. Do you? Now, of course, you know, GM, you want to call your bluff. You're like, nah, man, you know, he's willing to re-sign, you know what I'm saying? So you want to kind of up the deal a little bit. But, you know, if I'm the Raptors, I'm taking what I could get. If you want to throw in Kuzma and that's it, fine. Well, of course, you know, the Lakers will be over the cap, so they have to match it. If they throw in Luol Deng and Kuzma, I'll take it. If I'm the Raptors, I would. Give me a first round pick and we good. You got LeBron, you don't need a high draft pick. I'll take it. So to summarize with these two trades, we got Sacramento reacquiring Ben McLemore, Deontay Davis, and $1.5 million in cash. We got Memphis getting Garrett Temple on an expiring contract. The big blockbuster trade, Spurs will get DeMar DeRozan, Jacob Poeltl, a 2019 protected first round draft pick, 1 through 20, or it turns into 2 seconds and a first, I think, but definitely 2 seconds in 2020 if they don't require it. Toronto will get Danny Green on an expiring $10 million contract and Kawhi Leonard on a $20.99 million contract. He has an option next year. Huge news right there, man. So, hey, anything else pops up, keep it locked here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Press that bell for all notifications. Have a nice day. 1, 2, 3.